and welcome to Movies, Films, and Flicks. I am Mark Hoffmeyer, and joining me is a woman while landing her spaceship in our driveway, managed to blow away the taco that I was eating outside on the deck, and later on, stole the delicious peanut butter sandwich I made before I went out to fight crime. It's Megan Hoffmeyer.
I apologize. It is Taco Tuesday, so it's a loss.
Now, to be fair, I was eating tacos when you were getting home at about 5:15 p.m., and we normally eat dinner later. So you weren't expecting me to have a hard-shelled taco full of loose ingredients while you were landing your spaceship.
I mean, listen, I get it. Taco Tuesday doesn't have any rules.
You're right. So, I mean, it's both our faults.
Other than there must be tacos.
I do think, though, that the peanut butter sandwich that you stole from me was a little egregious.
I'm not going to apologize for that. You know my feelings on peanut butter breath.
But the best thing about that, though, is you had no water. So you ate this sandwich and you were just bread and peanut butter mouth.
No, I turned it into a thing for, because, you know, the raccoons ate the suet. So I turned it into the thing for the birds. I covered it in seeds.
And you put it in the backyard so they could eat it?
Mm-hmm.
And this is a little Hoffmeyer household inside joke. 2 raccoons attacked our suet block the other night and were fighting outside eating our suet block. So our birds had to not have suet for a while.
Bless the backyard camera that allowed us to see that.
Life in the suburbs with wooded areas surrounding us. But no, so we're going to be talking about Avengers Endgame, full spoiler podcast. And so, but I just want to bring something up. So Megan, you just heard me talk about the taco and you heard me talking about the peanut butter sandwich. And I started thinking about this movie, right? And food plays a very important part. So we have the taco that Ant-Man's eating, and it gets blown out of his hand while a spaceship lands. Then we have the cheeseburgers that are brought up later about...
Spoilers.
Yeah, well, main spoiler, yeah.
A big deal.
But cheeseburger, the cheeseburger that Tony loved to eat, and Happy later on tells Tony's daughter that they're going to eat cheeseburgers. There's a lot of beer consumption. Tropicalia from Creature Comforts. Athens, we live in Atlanta. It's my favorite beer. That popped up, and Athena popped up, which is amazing. The Berliner Weiss.
And one of the Russo
Innocent
brothers
Gun.
wore a shirt for it at one of the conventions, too.
And Thor's in the background wearing a Tropicalia shirt.
Awesome.
Which is amazing. Also, the food that Nebula gave to Tony while he was starving in the spaceship.
Oh, yeah. It looked like freeze-dried something.
Jerky.
And then he just kind of pours it in his mouth.
Yeah, and then you have that. Then you have the massive breakfast that Cardigan Hulk is eating.
Listen, a 3-hour movie, people are going to get hungry.
Then you have the Zarg nuts.
You don't want hangry Avengers.
The Zarg nuts come back later that Drax is eating, and a little bit of a cameo. Then you have Thanos' gladiator shot where he's picking intergalactic rutabaga.
They looked like those Durin fruits that they have at the crazy international farmers market downtown.
So one of those, that's probably where they get them. Then you had the Hunka Hulka Burnin' Fudge. Fruit. Remember that in Avengers Infinity War? Later on, it's being eaten.
Wasn't there a Tony Stark flavor, too?
Yeah, Tony was saying that. Then we have the gross Tony beverage that he was drinking and offered to everyone.
Ooh, then there was a can of sauerkraut that Howard Stark had.
That's right. And at the very end, not the very end, but it's the peanut butter sandwich that Black Widow, Natasha makes. Then she offers the Cap, and then Ant-Man steals it.
He was hungry. He was thinking.
There's a lot of important food in this movie, Megan.
I mean, food is very important to me, as you know. Whenever we go on a trip somewhere, I have to plan food.
You get us delicious snacks. So they're going on this adventure. They need food. What do you think?
I'm all there for delicious foods in the Avengers. What?
And in the beginning, they're making hot dogs at the Hawkeye residence, and they're talking about mayo and mustard.
Yeah, and the little boy wants ketchup.
Food is everywhere. Wait, everybody who eats food loses somebody. Cap doesn't eat, though, does he? Yeah, Cap turns down the peanut butter sandwich.
He must have eaten something in the first Avenger because he loses Peggy.
Yeah. So, with that bombshell out of the way, what were your thoughts about this movie, Megan?
The opener, I totally saw that gut punch coming because it just felt like it was going to happen.
With Hawkeye?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was just...
The tone was so somber, and it stays that way for about the first, hour, 45 minutes. And I was sitting there thinking, this is not going to go well. This happy scene here.
So he's really gotten a bum rap if you think about it, Clint. So in Thor, he was just a puppet, not meant to shoot Thor. And then in Avengers, He lets the Tesseract get stole by Loki. Then he gets turned into Hawkeye zombie. Then in Civil War, he gets imprisoned and put on house arrest. And then he doesn't even pop up in Avengers Infinity War.
Yeah, I think this will also come up as a theme in some stuff I've got later, but I feel like some of these characters that are from the side characters from the very beginning, they just hadn't figured it out yet. And we talked about this on our ranking of the Marvel movies on our last, I don't know what order these are in.
Two ago.
So that was, they just hadn't figured it out yet. And they did quite a few injustices to some of these people that they didn't really plan for. Because the later ones, if you think about it, some of those side characters really have much more interesting either arcs or moments that are memorable in Portland.
Yeah. But he's such a good actor. Before he started these movies, he had, Hurt Locker, The Town, back like Oscar nominations. And then he jumped into this. I love the Frozen River reunion between...
Oh, at the end with Olsen?
Olsen and him. I mean, I think I leaned over to you in the theater, and it's supposed to be dramatic. I'm like, Frozen River, Frozen River. He's yelling.
Did you notice, so I was reading some of the trivia because IMDb loves to make all the weird connections between things, which is fine with me. Some of them are reaches, some of them are okay. But there was a good one saying that he was portraying Ronin when he was in Japan. Yeah,
Ronin.
And did you see he had a Ronin tattoo on his arm? So that's a neat character moment for him.
Who did that tattoo?
I don't know. Probably someone in South America after he killed all those cartel guys.
Since he is Bullseye, wouldn't he be a good artist? Because he has good aim?
No, that's not how that works.
He could paint by numbers.
I can paint, and I don't have great aim.
Okay. Well, you knocked that taco out of my hand by putting the propeller, the blasters on the spaceship.
That was sheer force.
Yeah, you just had to be 20 feet away. So, there's so many things I want to get into, but we do have some questions, Megan, and we got to answer them.
Okay.
So, a good friend of mine, Dan Johnson, he went on a question asking spree, and he sent us a ton of questions. So, the first one is, he wrote, why is Thor able to use lightning why is Captain America able to use lightning when he gets Thor's hammer?
I had the same question. Okay, I see him using, whether I agree with it or not, I see Cap using the hammer, whatever worthiness, let's not get into that. But I had the question about the lightning. How can he use the lightning?
So I did some digging.
Okay.
And I found in the comic books and then the incantations Odin put on it, that whosoever holds this hammer will be worthy to possess the power of Thor. So basically Thor is still powerful without Mew Mew, but Mew Mew grants those who hold the hammer a power similar to Thor.
I don't like it.
As long as you don't let go of the hammer.
Captain America literally has no power. He shouldn't be able to use lightning.
But if you have the hammer, so Thor can do it without the hammer. But if you hold Thor's hammer, then you have that power.
I hear it, but I don't like it.
So it works for you, but you're just going to say no.
It doesn't feel believable. It feels like a yada yada yada.
He managed that lightning pretty quick.
Right.
But he's the god of thunder. Didn't Taika say that? Taika Waititi? Why is he the god of lightning? Yeah, alright. So, the next question is, and listen, Captain America fans, I'm a big fan of Captain America. Also, to the contributors who ranked Captain America and highly, and we made fun of you on the past pods, we're sorry that we're not sorry.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
So, Sean, we still think your Thor Ragnarok at number 19 is...
bogus.
Alright, so his next question is, which three superheroes...
That was a good question, though.
Yeah, great question. Which three superheroes would you want to go on a journey with? Because he loved the scene where they all go in space and Rocket's like, don't puke in my ship.
Oh, yeah. How many of you have been in space before?
No, I know we're supposed... Like, he meant MCU, but he didn't say MCU. He said superheroes. So I went a different route.
Ooh, alright.
Because according to MFF tradition, I just answered one question correctly, so I gotta answer one wrong. We never, for our first 100 episodes, we always misanswered questions. Maybe that's why, yeah. But so I would take Eddie Brock from Venom.
Oh.
Right? Because you got two people to chat with.
Okay. So you're not picking between Eddie or Venom, you're just taking Eddie thinking Venom is inside him.
Yeah.
Okay.
But Venom can also survive out in space. Then I would take Valkyrie, because she'd just be fun to party with.
I was gonna say Valkyrie.
And remember in Venom, when he's grabbing, two beer Brock? Valkyrie would be like 6 beer Valk.
I shouldn't let you go first anymore.
Alright, and you won't have this one. My third one is Aquaman. So we weren't really fans of Aquaman because I enjoyed it. I had fun with it.
It was a movie.
Yeah. Dolph Lundgren's in it, riding a shark. Patrick Wilson, P-dubs.
It was a movie that I spent my time in.
But you're hanging out with Jason Momoa.
He seems cool.
Yeah. And Aquaman was chill. So you're hanging out with Eddie Brock, Valkyrie, and Aquaman. You got everything covered. You got space. You got flying horses. You have 2. So I'm basically hanging out with 4 people. And we're just having a good time. Mm-hmm. Right? I could fly on the Pegasus. I could go in some underwater bubble and go undersea. Right?
Yeah, you could cover all the different territories. I guess the Venom could technically go in space, so you could go in space. I could learn great investigative journalistic tips from Eddie Brock. Right? Yeah.
I could eat tater tots. I like tater tots. I like chocolate. I like grabbing 2 beers from fridges. So those are my 3.
Which he does.
Which he does. So those are my 3. Who'd you pick?
I picked Valkyrie because I'm not going to relinquish it. And I picked Goose because Goose is a badass flirkin and he's a cat and I have to have a cat.
Yep.
And I guess I would stick with... No, I'm going to go with Steve Trevor.
Steve Trevor?
From Wonder Woman.
Oh, Chris Pine?
Yeah, because he was awesome.
Hanging out with Chris Pine, Valkyrie, and a cat?
Right?
That'd be
Wouldn't
fun.
he and Valkyrie be really funny together?
Oh yeah, that'd be a blast. Mm-hmm. And they're both well, he's a pilot, she's a pilot. Goose is a flirkin.
Who flies
Yep.
in planes.
You guys would go on adventures.
I think that would be highly entertaining. I would very much enjoy the banter.
I don't think my team would go on adventures. I think we would just go to a pub.
Go hang out.
Yeah.
Well, hey, you went to the bathroom during that scene in Aquaman, but you missed the bar scene. And that was actually very entertaining.
He's just hanging out at a bar?
Well, no, he goes in there to get a drink and they see the news footage and it's all bad news, but you think he's going to get in a fight with these bar guys and they actually want to take selfies with him. And they have this awesome montage of drinking and selfies.
That's fun.
I know.
And also, it's on a coastal village. Valkyrie is at a coastal village I would just hang out with them at a coastal village. Mm-hmm. And Venom would jump in the water and eat fish.
That was a village in southern Scotland.
Hey, I love southern Scotland. I love northern Scotland.
And they had Innocent Gun.
Yep, that was a good scene. I was on Innocent Gun before Avengers were.
Hey, we had Tropicalia t-shirts before they were cool.
That's right. Before the Russos were wearing them at press conferences.
It's good, because you probably couldn't buy one now.
We were hunting down Tropicalia trucks.
That used to be a thing.
Yeah, so if you're not, there's a brewery called Creature Comforts, and they had a super popular beer called Tropicalia. And people would follow around the delivery trucks, because you could only buy 1 6-pack per place where you're at.
Which is a delicious and juicy IPA.
And they would follow the trucks around, run in, grab a thing, then follow the truck to the next stop, buy another 6-pack. I never had time for that. I just had to get lucky with my Tropicalia. Alright. So, what do you think about your team, Meg?
Oh, I think they're going to be wildly entertaining.
You guys could come party with me and my crew.
I mean, we're going to go on adventures. I don't know. You're about sitting around. I want to see things.
All right, and his last question is, so DJ has almost every Funko Pop of Batman that you could possibly have.
It's impressive.
Yeah, he has way too many of them. And he asked what Funko Pop of Marvel needs to be made, because he still wants he wants Marvel Batman variants.
Does he?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Well, it won't happen.
Oh, crossover?
Yeah, but he's like, I need them all, but they're not happening, so he wants to know. So what pops that haven't been made? Because what Marvel pops do we have? You're looking at them.
What Marvel pops do we have? Wait, I'll say it. We've got Gwenom.
Yeah.
Tony Stark with the cat shirt from Spider-Man Homecoming. Adult Groot, baby Groot in a pot. I think that might be...
We don't have many MCU pops. We have more Doctor Who pops.
Yeah, you've got that Disney... What are they? The video game
Pixels
thing?
Or something. That was on my cake.
Yeah, the video game...
We're light on MCU pods. Or pops.
I mean, we've got a lot of Star Wars, though. I'm fine with that.
I'll let you go first.
Oh, you got Mini Rocket.
Oh, yeah. I don't want to take yours. What do you got?
Okay. So, I have Valkyrie on a Pegasus.
Whoa! Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's sweet.
Yep.
Yeah.
I would want Venomized...
Iron Man? That's a thing.
No, that one already exists. Yeah, It's really cool. He's got blasters under his hands.
Hey.
Go look it up on Amazon. No, I think maybe Venomized...
Luis from Ant-Man. I have Luis. I have the entire ex-con crew in their office with the tiny desk for Scott.
Oh my gosh.
Like, because they sell those sets. I got Justin Hammer, Sam Rockwell, and then I have Sonny Birch, because I want a Walton Goggins pop.
Only if he has the little tiny building, though.
Oh, yeah. Or a plate of food. His bad food.
I think Venomized Wasp would look cool.
Ooh, she'd be neat.
Yeah.
All right, so we got those. And last but not least, what's Ant-Man's favorite food?
Ooh, this is tough. I don't know. You have an answer.
Cereal.
Cereal?
Because that's when you watch him, he's just eating cereal. And when he's at house arrest, he's not a culinary guy. You never see him really into food. So I think he'd just be munching on cereal.
Yeah, I think he'd probably just get like a delivery pizza.
Yeah.
It's easy.
Yeah.
He doesn't have to worry about it.
He doesn't really care.
He's not going to cook.
And he said he wanted to take his daughter somewhere so they ate so much that they would barf all day. And then he spit out the cards. Oh, ice cream. Because he loves Baskin-Robbins.
Jenny's ice cream.
Ooh. So ice cream and cereal. He doesn't care much about health.
And pizza.
He would he would just microwave things, you think?
Yeah, I think. Or just order out, like takeout.
Because he was on house arrest for a long time and you never saw him cooking. He did other things. Close-up magic. How'd you do that?
He built indoor roller coasters.
The more I watch Ant-Man the Wasp, the more I realize how rich it is with side jokes.
It is super funny and detailed.
We were watching it the other day.
I don't understand why people don't like it as much as other movies.
Mania. It's just, preconceived notions.
We really appreciate a detailed comedy, unlike others. It's very... I know Edgar Wright was supposed to pen the first script, but we like that kind of comedy.
That's right. Just not on the day, written out. Because they had to write that wardrobe joke.
Oh, yeah. Oh, or let's discuss what you want to say.
Yeah.
The slutty dolphin trainer from Spy. It's one of my favorite comedies.
I got to ask that guy that question on Twitter.
Ooh, did I tell you this? I was at a gala over the weekend and a woman had a neoprene dress and I thought of you.
Did you ask her if she was a dolphin trainer?
Listen, I'm not tacky. I was trying to get the woman to buy raffle tickets.
So, all right, I was thinking about this, Meg, and to prevent this from being an and then podcast where we just jump around, are there certain things you want to tackle about this movie? Because, listen,
Yes.
It's 3 hours long, and walking out of the theater, I feel like I retained about 60% of it, because there's so much. So that, I think I had to think deep, but there's so much that washes over you.
Yeah, reading all the articles about it afterwards, which that was kind of a nice relief. We didn't have tickets until Sunday, and the first people started seeing on, Thursday night?
Mm-hmm.
It was, it's not a big deal if I stay off of Facebook, but it was nice to be able to actually read the internet again and read articles.
Yep.
So I finally got this flood of information. And there are details where you go, oh yeah, I remember that. But if you asked me to just recall it, I probably wouldn't have.
Now, before we get into the pod, I just want to say Karen Hollian, one of our artists we love. We have her, Cheese Series things up on the wall.
Oh, and several other things.
And
her Peggy, I Know My Value.
That's right. Very good artist. She drew a picture of Steve and Peggy dancing together
outside of a TARDIS.
That's right. So
because she does a lot of Doctor Who art.
He did time travel. And he got back and they had their last dance, which she drew in 2015.
Yes.
And she loved it.
I tweeted it and she replied.
Hey.
I'm very excited about
famous.
that.
We're famous.
We're big Karen Hollian fans.
We might, I don't know why you bought the Lamborghini, because she liked your tweet, but we'll just maybe keep it.
I got a bonus.
So, all right, what do you want to talk about first with this movie? Because there's so much.
Oh, goodness.
So much in this movie to talk about.
Oh, I've got several different things here.
All right.
Let's tackle Thanos' strength.
Do you say let's tacos?
Yeah, let's taco about it. Hey, do you know what Taco Cat spelled backwards is?
What?
Taco Cat.
Hey, now. No, all right, so I'm watching this movie, right? And so we went and saw this with your parents. And the one question your dad had was, how powerful is Thanos? Mm-hmm. So, because you have a scene where he's fighting Thor, who's a god, Iron Man, Iron Man and Captain America are strong, but he's handling the three of them in a fist fight, right? But then Wanda gets a hold of him and just starts eviscerating him.
Yeah, she was really holding him off with her Scarlet Witch powers, whatever those are.
She was killing him.
Hey, so what's her story? Did she already have powers? Was she genetically modified?
In Ultron, so I guess we're going by MCU logic. So in Ultron, she was captured by the, German von Germanstein, and they tested powers on her with the Mind Stone, the yellow.
Hans van Schmitzky.
Yeah, Hans van Schmitzky, and they gave her powers on that. Mm-hmm. So she had the power of the Soul Stone, I believe. But she picked, he didn't have the gauntlet, but she picked him up in the air. He didn't have the gauntlet.
She was smushing him.
When he didn't have the gauntlet, he was beating up Thor, Cap, and Tony. But she just was smushing him.
Yeah, she was really bringing it to him, and he had to bring the full might of his spaceship down on her.
Yeah.
In order to distract her. He didn't even hurt her. He was distracting her.
So she is... All right. We don't know... But remember when he almost had the full gauntlet? She was still blasting him back.
Yeah.
So is she as powerful as him with the gauntlet?
I feel like we'll have to do further research, but I think she might be.
Because I'm going off MCU logic. People talk about it in the comic books, but this is the MCU variant. Like the MCU graphic novel or the Disney.
Mm-hmm.
So,
well, it's MCU canon.
So with Thanos without the gauntlet, he's done. She's gonna rip him into 8. She's gonna rip that ball sack of a chin off his face.
She was basically strangling him or smushing his life force with her power. I mean, he was glowing red.
She wasn't even breaking a sweat.
Mm-mm.
All right, so
she was just doing that fabulous hands thing, and her hair was blowing.
I want to be the on-set guy who directs her hand motions. Like, I'm just the raver kid from back in the day.
It's the same people who does the magicians.
Yeah. Oh,
the finger tutting is what they called
just on there, just doing this. You can't do jazz hands or jazz kwando from what's this show? Happy Endings.
Fosse fingers.
Fosse fingers. She sells that. I mean, on set, right? It's all green screens. It's plaster. It's not real sets. It's super secretive.
What? I feel betrayed.
All of that. And she's selling, looking like she's at a rave. Right? She's a good actress. But,
well, she's Elizabeth Olsen. She's an excellent actress.
Yeah, she can bounce around in whatever she wants. So she destroys Thanos. But then Captain Marvel gets a hold of Thanos when he has the gauntlet. And she is wiping him out. He headbutts her while he has the gauntlet. And she just stares at him. It's not until he pulls like so he is a crafty veteran. He drops the stone into his hand and then clocks her with it, which is a smart move.
Yeah, it is.
But she was handing it to him with the gauntlet. Mm-hmm. Right?
Yeah, she was. She was pushing him around and kicking names and taking ass.
Yeah, kicking names. With the bag of Zorg nuts in her hands.
She was so funny. We saw Palm Clementif Mantis at DragonCon last year, and she was just delightful.
Yeah, she's the best. She just wants to open up a bakery and
flower shop
and do yoga, right?
In France.
Yeah, and she talked about the perfect baguette.
Oh, Captain Marvel. So I know that people have had feelings about this, but I sort of felt, I don't know. I agree and disagree with some of the feelings around Captain Marvel.
What are the feelings?
That she was a bit of a plot device. I mean, really, she just comes into the movie to rescue Tony because he's the one who solves the question, and they go through all of the time heist and all that stuff because he figured it out.
Time heist.
He's the genius. I don't know what the MCU is going to do without him, but they'll figure it out, I'm sure. Lots of smart people.
Yeah.
She is a bit of a plot device. Yes, she's strong, but I do think they came up with a smart way to defeat her by him hitting her with the Power Stone.
Yeah. But that's how powerful she is. It's awesome.
At the same time, to me, I disagree about not featured. People didn't like that she wasn't featured because she just had a movie, but this was about saying goodbye to the first set of movies.
Yeah, the first, 6 originals.
Mm-hmm.
And
I'm okay with that. I mean, one of the articles out there talked about the best and the worst thing about this movie were the fact that it wasn't concerned with non-fans.
Yeah.
And that's okay, because why are we here if you're not a fan? Why would you sit through a 3-hour movie if you weren't a fan of this? Thank you for the inside jokes and the laugh and the tears and all that stuff, because now maybe some new fans can come in and watch new movies with fresh eyes. It wasn't about them.
Yeah, and also, Captain Marvel, I don't know, she filmed this before she filmed Captain Marvel. So,
I mean, that's the logical side of it. Obviously, she wasn't fleshed out yet, but on the other side, I really don't feel like she had to be featured, because how much could you feature people who weren't the core of the movie?
She had one movie. I mean, this is about featuring Tony, Cap.
I mean, how many core characters were in this movie?
Like
all of the main
76?
Yeah.
I mean, we could break it down right now, and it's a lot.
How much time can you really give these people? I've seen so many complaints about this one not featured and that one not featured, and we get the moment we want here, and just I mean, it can't please everybody.
Is this a case of Taylor Swift? This is why we can't have nice things? Or do you think there are actual complaints about not featuring certain characters enough?
I think everyone has a feeling about everything nowadays.
And now, yeah, we can put it out there.
But listen, it's not Nutella. It can't make everyone happy.
Nutella, no one, yeah. But I thought she was cool in it. I liked her. I thought her bringing in the spaceship, great, awesome.
No, I loved the moment when they were doing the little hologram meeting.
Yeah.
And Black Widow was in the broken down Avengers headquarters, and she goes, listen guys, it's great that you've got problems to deal with, but I'm dealing with this same set of issues in every other universe, so I'm busy and there's one of me.
I love that.
I like that. That's how I feel most of the time at work. I mean, all of you have your drama and your emergencies, but I have to work on my job first, then I can help you with your problems.
Yeah.
She comes in at the moment that matters.
So, I mean, I was happy with it. A lot of people had complaints.
Well,
but whatever. People complain.
People complain about everything.
Now, we'll move on to some other characters, but I just got to tell you real quick that they featured a hot tub time machine reference in this movie, which is amazing. Said by Don Cheadle, right? Don Cheadle said it.
Yeah.
Isn't that the best?
Didn't we mention that before we went to see the movie?
Yeah, I hope there's a hot tub time. I mean, that'd be awesome if Craig Robinson and John Cusack popped up.
Oh, we were listing off time travel movies.
Now, one other thing about this movie is I kind of feel like Nebula has the biggest arc of non-core Avengers. So you got Fat Thor, you got Cap, you got Tony.
I really thought they would just undo that at some point, and they didn't. They stuck to it the whole movie.
Hawkeye, Hulk, and Natasha. But Gamora, she's kind of the heart and soul of this movie. In the beginning, she gives... Oh, Nebula. Yeah, sorry, I'm mixing them up. But Nebula, played by Karen Gillan. She's
Who
cool.
is an amazing Doctor Who alum.
Yeah, she's great. But so she gives, in the beginning, she's playing football with Tony. That's a really fun moment. The paper
that was
football.
Cute.
Yeah,
when he lets her have a taste of winning and she wants to keep playing.
Yeah, she's like, I enjoyed that. Because she's probably never done that in her life. And then she gives him the rest of the food that she has. And when they land on Earth, she sits with Rocket and they hold hands. Her and Rocket Raccoon are holding hands.
Yeah, I really like Nebula, and I don't know. I do feel like she got a little bit of disservice in this movie. But
from the very ending. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, her and Gamora should have killed I don't care how it ended because I love Tony getting the snap.
I know.
Tony, he's earned it.
That was a tough thing for me. I've gone back and forth in my head on this and with other people I've talked to, and it is satisfying that Tony is the one who snaps, and you know the consequences of that because Thor could barely even handle it. Or not Thor. Hulk could barely handle it. But you and I talked, and I really do feel like it would have been just as satisfying to have Gamora and Nebula kill him, because even though it's 2014 Gamora, not ours, he's done horrible things to them their whole life. He killed half of Gamora's civilization and kidnapped her as a child and made her an assassin. He's tortured Nebula and made her this thing, made her feel like she had to please him, even though he was torturing her. I think they earned his death.
Yeah. I guess the one person that you don't mind doing it is Tony, because REJ is the MCU MVP. He's my favorite. Iron Man's my favorite.
Oh, I know. I was thinking about it as we were sitting there in the movie, how we had just made him our number one pick for all the movies, and you're going, no, don't take him away from us.
And we learned he wears Axe body spray. But I also like the scene between... Oh, there's nothing wrong with that. I just like the weird reference. But I like the scene between Rhodey and Nebula as well, where he's like, hey, he tore me apart, I'm in pieces. And Rhodey is like, I know how you feel.
Yeah.
Right? So she had... And then she kills her past self, reunites with her sister, and when she has the gauntlet in her hands, she hands it over to Hawkeye.
I did love that Gamora believed her. She said, what happens to us in the future? And she believes her because Gamora, even in 2014, already wanted that for them.
Yeah.
And that I thought was really nice.
They had a good arc on that, and then they kind of disappeared. But once again, this is about the original Avengers.
It is, and I think that some people lose sight of that. There are so many elements and so many things going on. It's difficult to service every single thing and include all the jokes that they did. I mean, there's so many funny little asides, like Korg wearing Taika Waititi's pineapple jumpsuit thing from the Thor premiere.
There's no way that these guys could have made a movie that every single person loves. Because there's so many different feels about all the different characters.
All of the feels.
I do think, though, that the one thing that's kind of being universally disliked is the way they treated ScarJo, Scarlett Johansson's Natasha Romanoff, Black Widow.
So, yeah, this is a huge topic on the internet. And I know I was talking to one of our fellow podcasters, Adam Hodgins, about this. There's a Gizmodo article that breaks down the problem with all of the women. I agree with about half of it in there, but the Black Widow stuff really, this is one of the cases where the writers have reacted to the sentiments from the fans about killing her, and they think they did something important and it was justified, and it would have been so melodramatic though if we killed Clint because he has a family. That's a terrible thing to say in response, and they said that she went through all these awful things and this was fulfilling for her, and I just don't agree.
Yeah. I was talking with DJ today too, and this may be controversial, but of all the actors, I feel like ScarJo is probably one of the best of the core, just acting.
Oh yeah, when she was sitting there crying at the desk and
she's making peanut butter sandwiches. Good. I mean, she's like, you just think about her filmography. She's just been crushing it for years, and I don't know. I just think she's been game since Iron Man 2, but her character's never had the thing. So this time she's finally in charge. While Steve is out crying, while Thor's getting drunk, right? While Hulk is just being Hulk and eating breakfast and signing autographs. Who else is the core? Who are the other core? Hawkeye's out murdering people. He's become Ronin.
Yeah, and because they don't undo the past, they just undo the snap. They don't undo all the murder he committed. I mean, he went through... I thought about that just earlier today, how they don't undo any of it. So all those criminals he killed are still dead.
They're going to want to find... And people who know them are going to want to find him.
Now they're going to go after his family. Yeah. So thanks, Dad.
Yeah. But so she's the one who's... you see with the video screens with Rocket, with Okoye, with Marvel, and there's one more person there that was there, Rhodey. She's actually running the Avengers. She's keeping the world kind of safe. I like with Okoye, though, they were like, she was like, well, there's an earthquake underneath the Pacific. What do we do? And Okoye's like, just let it happen because it's an earthquake and there's plates shifting.
Of seismic plates.
But she's the one who's leading the Avengers.
Yeah, she was being the leader. And I saw one of the biggest complaints out there was that in the absence of Tony and Cap, she is the natural next person as a leader because she has the most experience in the Avengers. And that would have felt very satisfying, especially as a woman and not having that kind of representation. Wonder Woman's the only film that's really done that.
Yeah.
So far, having a woman who's emotional and a leader and that being okay. Brie Larson sort of does it in Captain Marvel. I like the movie Captain Marvel. I don't really connect with her story. She's a little bit too dispassionate, even though everyone calls her too emotional.
Yeah.
But...
she's busy saving the universe.
Yeah,
so you can't really focus.
She's busy.
Yeah.
She ain't got time for that.
She doesn't even need a team just because what team could roll with her?
Yeah, she's so powerful. And her whole point was, listen, the universe doesn't have an Avengers.
Yeah.
They've got me. Or the multiverse, whatever you want to call it.
But, yeah, so I mean...
And she was treated so unevenly across all the films. So every different director you bring in, she had a different feel. She was the quasi-love interest in Captain America Winter Soldier. She was... the Gizmodo article made a point of how she was always ferrying people around. She was literally moving the plot along.
And then in Ultron, she was like, I'm sterile. So I'm like, I can't create. I'm like a monster. Just like you. And you're like, what? Joss Whedon.
Fans are...
Joss Whedon can normally write characters like Buffy, and he normally handles female characters well, but I don't know what he was going with on that one.
It's just she wasn't treated well. She was bounced around as possible love interest for people constantly. And she's such a good actress. It feels like they just didn't try that hard with her, and she's never really seemed to show it in any of the...
She's the one that wanted them all to get tattoos.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I liked the comment they made that the only arc she had was the one her body made as she hit the ground and died.
Oh, brother. That article got angry, right?
It towards the end it did, but this was in the beginning when they still had valid points, and I think all of their points about Black Widow were pretty valid. And it was so... It was a disconnect for me. I loved that scene at the final battle, when all the ladies were popping in together, and their take on the battle was, it was so short. It didn't represent the ladies long enough. Whatever. We got our moment.
But there's 70 characters.
And I liked it. I liked them all because I love most of the women characters. Not all of them, but most of them. And they got an awesome moment. But you know what? She wasn't there. Even 2014 Gamora was there, who they managed to somehow resurrect from a timeline. But not...
She's like Penny from the magicians from another timeline.
But not Black Widow. It's just...
Yeah. They could have gone and brought her back. But I guess I know we're kind of digging into some complaints, but that final battle was epic. It felt great, and it had a good humor. It had thrills, chills. I think it was fun. I enjoyed it. What'd you think about the final battle?
I did like how they set it up with the 3 main Avengers going after Thanos at first and not being able to get it done.
Yeah.
And then they got everybody else, and it took the full team effort to bring him down. And he thought he was, I've got the Endgame, I've got this army here, and then all of a sudden they're opening up the time portals and people are coming through. And that was great.
I love when poor Wong brings everybody to the battle. and then Doctor Strange is that it? And he's like, you want more? Did you
wanted more?
And then when Thanos pulled a punk-ass move and he was getting beat up by Scarlet Witch and he had the ships fire, all the magicians saved everyone by making those shields.
Yeah, that was awesome.
It was a sweet move. I mean, that was a cool... And then Doctor Strange and Tony had their moment when he put up his finger.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So what do you think about Iron Man's arc in this? From kind of going from near starving to yelling at Cap about how Cap tore him all apart, right?
Okay, my feelings on that were, yes, thank you. That is what I have been feeling ever since Civil War. I always felt, the whole Civil War thing is a bunch of BS.
Yeah, Baron Zemo he was...
It was like they highlighted at the beginning of Infinity War, why are you guys fighting? This is stupid. We have a world to save.
Yeah, didn't Hulk go, you're not calling him because you two had a falling out?
But I did like that Iron Man finally got to call him out and tell him he was wrong. Now, were they both wrong at some point? Yeah.
Yeah.
But Cap never has owned his wrongness. It's just, I'm justified, I'm right.
I did what I do because I do what I do.
Because I have America's ass.
That was a great bit. Wait.
I did like in this movie that he acknowledges that he's kind of sick of his persona.
Yeah, I laughed really hard. So, I want to stay with Iron Man or do you want to bounce around? Or want to move the Cap? So I do like that scene, though, where they're doing the time heist, the hot tub time heist. And he has to battle his old self, and then he knocks his old self. Oh, his old self, I can do this all day. And then old Steve Rogers goes, yeah, I know. That's funny.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I love that he acknowledged that he's sick of that persona.
And then he knocked out himself. That is America's ass.
So this is something I wanted to talk about, the Cap ending. And that's part of it. And I've talked to this with a couple of people, talked it through, seen some articles, but for him to achieve that ending, there's a certain degree of selfishness we never saw before, but I think that there were hints at it throughout this movie. He swears.
Yeah.
He says America's ass.
He's going off the
indicates that he's sick of his old persona.
Yeah.
So, yeah, he does have to be a sort of selfish in order to stay in the past, and you realize that he has to live through all of these really disturbing events, S.H.I.E.L.D. and Hydra. He has to live through, what did he go back to, the 40s? He has to live through World War II, potentially, Vietnam. He has to live through the JFK assassination. He has to live through all kinds of world events that are horrible and not do anything.
Yeah.
So, knowing that he can't make an impact because it'll change history forever.
In another timeline, right?
No, if he had acted... Okay, so this is where it's very... I feel like they went yada, yada, yada on him going back to the past.
But you can't change the past, though. So when he went back, he couldn't... I mean. Oh, okay.
So if he did something to change the past, there would be a divergent timeline. The whole thing was he was trying to preserve that. That's what the Ancient One said. So he couldn't... He had to sit by idly.
But he had to.
Yeah, he had to. Because he wanted to go back and be with Peggy.
Was there another Cap in that timeline?
Well, yes, there would have.
So then that other Cap was taking care of it. He was just making.
No, the other Cap wasn't. He was never involved in that stuff. He was frozen.
Oh yeah. Well, he was having fun with Peggy. Peggy's great.
So here's a question: do we not remember that Peggy had a family?
Did she? Well, no, a secret husband who you never meet.
Yes, I saw that theory, but it's moot because they had kids.
Yeah, but it could have been with Steve.
Yeah, but it doesn't work. That means he would have altered the past if he went back. It doesn't work like that.
Oh, jeez Louise.
I know.
So he just lived like Obi-Wan Kenobi in the desert somewhere after he got his dance?
But no, I don't know. That's the whole thing. I feel so strongly that they just yada, yada, yada at the end with Steve. And that does such a disservice to such a detailed movie.
Yeah.
How the heck did he put back the stones? So I saw a really good article talking about this, saying he would have had to put them back, not as a stone, but in the form that they were in. So like the Loki one had to go back into his staff. The Tesseract had to be a box again. But the way he took them back, they were stones.
Well, it definitely worked, so that's good. I'm hoping that the way he returned them was like a mixture between Hurricane Heist and Hot Tub Time Machine. I mean, would you watch that movie?
Oh, I would definitely watch that
So
movie.
you would watch a movie with Steve Rogers in a hot tub during a hurricane, stopping banks being robbed with Lost.
Put it that way.
And then returning them at random. Would you watch that movie?
Maybe if they were in like the ski suits that they were in Hot Tub Time Machine.
Oh, I like that. And then Sebastian Stan is in Hot Tub Time Machine, so you have his best friend, Chet.
And he's being funny in that movie, which I like that version of Sebastian Stan.
So let's go write the spec script. And when we come back, we'll talk more Avengers. Alright, so I know we're supposed to be talking about the core Avengers here, but I love Ant-Man's arc. And I love that what brings Ant-Man back is a rat that steps on his machine. He pops back in, and then one of the Community cameos, Ken Jeong, pops up and lets him out, and then he walks away with a cart with the gear that he has.
Oh, it's a cute little wagon that has all this stuff piled on it, and it's a box labeled Lang Clothes.
I love it. And then he goes and meets his daughter, who is aged 6 years.
I'm a little bit sad, though, that we lose the girl who played his daughter in Ant-Man, because she was just adorable.
Yeah, she was adorable. So that means we don't get her anymore.
I know.
There's no way to do flashbacks either, because those 5 years are gone.
Yeah, they're gone. I guess she's the new actress.
But if you think about, well, that girl, so I guess Ant-Man was made last year. Another Ant-Man probably wouldn't come out for 3 years, so she's a little older. So I guess this kind of does things for them. So the people who come back after the snap, are they 5 years older?
Oh, maybe? No, wait, didn't Peter say it didn't last that long?
Yeah, he was in there for about 5 minutes.
He just kind of gave a rambling sort of discussion of what happened while they were there.
Yeah, it's kind of hung out. And then he pops back. And then Tony's all sad.
Oh, I know. It was so nice to see that. Oh, the applause in our theater when Spider-Man popped back on screen.
Yeah, that was big. I think the biggest applauses were what? Black Panther and Shuri, right?
I think Spider-Man got the biggest.
I was building up. Yeah, so them, and then Spider-Man by far. And then people just got tired of clapping. I think I was the only one in the theater.
They sort of did, yeah. There were points later where you would have thought it would be good for a clap, and people just
I clapped when Valkyrie came out, and I was like, yeah, and no one else did. I was like, I think people just got clap fatigue.
She's awesome.
But Spider-Man was fun in this. I liked his suit function with the kill switch. Mm-hmm. He was murdering people. Yeah, Spider-Man kills people.
The spider legs.
Yeah.
I mean, they're bad guy demons from another realm, and the rest of them got dusted anyway.
What are they? Thanos' minions.
Thanos' minions?
Are they just like bred warrior? Like do they think? They don't really think. They're more like animals.
Yeah, they were more monstery.
They get like honey badgers.
Mm-hmm. And then they genetically mutate them.
Genetically mutated honey badger?
Mm-hmm. And they put some space genes in there.
That sounds terrible.
Hey, you mentioned Community. Did you see the Community reunion across all the movies?
Yeah, so you had, what? Abed was in Winter Soldier.
Yeah, Danny Pudi was in Winter Soldier. Yvette Nicole Brown was in this movie in the 1970 flashback. And Ken Jeong.
With my favorite line. I think my favorite line in the movie when they're talking about Tony Stark's hippie mustache. You're like, BG's or Mungo Jerry? Definitely Mungo Jerry. That was a great bit.
Jim Rash was in Captain America Civil War.
Oh, really?
And Donald Glover was in Spider-Man Homecoming.
Yeah, that was funny. He had ice cream in his bag and he got his hand.
All the Community love.
Just no Chevy Chase.
They should have done a Blanket Fort and Pillow Town reference.
There's no Starburns.
Oh, gosh. No, I'm more upset that there's no Annie.
Yeah, Allison Brie. Mm-hmm. That'd have been too confusing. You can't have Allison Brie and Brie Larson on the same... It's like having Bill Paxton and Bill Pullman.
You can't have them.
That would be really confusing.
Allison Brie forever.
You want to hear a pretentious tidbit, Megan?
Yes.
So I was on the set of $1 Million Arm, and Bill Paxton was working on it, and I was filling in for First Team, and so I was running around with him, and he was telling me that Funny or Die wanted to do a Bill Paxton, Bill Pullman skit, but they decided not to do it because it would just perpetuate that more. So the Allison Brie, Brie Larson thing.
That's cheeky.
What do you think?
Yeah, but it's because is it because their names are similar or because they look alike?
Who?
The Bills.
Well, just Bill. I think they're just Bills. It's same with the Dermot Mulroney and Dermot McDermott. Dylan McDermott.
Dylan McDermott.
And Dermot Mulroney. They have different names.
Oh my gosh, what if his name was Dermot McDermott?
Yeah.
Hey, and James Darcy was the first crossover from a Marvel TV show into the movie, and the first time we saw Jarvis for real.
What were the biggest crowd-pleasing moments in this? When did people really clap?
I don't think people clapped when they saw Peggy, but I clapped.
Yeah, that was cool. When she was working at S.H.I.E.L.D.
I was screaming in my mind. I knew it. I knew that she was going to be there.
The taco scene is when I clapped.
Did you scream?
Well, I think the guy behind me kept kicking my seat. That was annoying. I just have to say, there are good people in this world. We were sitting in the theater and some guy kept kicking my seat and I looked around and stared at him. And then his wife goes, every time you move your feet, you kick them. You need to stop. And then the guy never kicked my seat again.
His wife is a hero.
Yeah, so thank you very much for doing that. I appreciate it.
Mrs. Anonymous.
But that taco bit, I leaned over to you and I said, they wrote that bit in a $300 million movie.
I just loved when the Hulk walked back by him, knew everything that had happened. You knew the Hulk was in the kitchen because he just said the Hulk was probably in the kitchen. And he gives him 2 tacos.
It's walked by happily.
I know.
Mark Ruffalo happily gave him 2 tacos.
Poor Scott. He needs some tacos.
And Nebula called him an idiot, right? And then someone called him a puny Rhodey made fun of him.
She made some call on her comms to watch out because there were idiots around.
Yeah, and then Rhodey was like, hey, human.
Normal size guy.
Yeah, so I think Rhodey and Nebula would be BFFs.
Yeah, they could be a fun crew.
They kind of have like a caustic sense of humor. They would hang out.
I feel like Rhodey kind of got there from all these years around Tony and then breaking his back.
Yeah, he used to look like Terrence Howard, too. That's crazy.
It'll wreck you. 10 years of movies.
He changed completely. But I think he would love to have Nebula on his side, Rhodey. I like that he was with them the whole time. Like, he got a pretty plum role in this War Machine. I like them together.
I mean, it breaks my heart still. I don't love Civil War as a movie, but it breaks my heart to see the moment where he gets hurt. Because he's just a good character all along and something horrible happens to him. Yeah,
he gets lit up by Vision. What about when Peter Quill gets knocked out by Nebula? Or War Machine conks him on the head?
He was only in just a very bitty bit of the movie. I think my favorite part with him, though, is the Asgardians of the Galaxy bit.
With him and Thor. Mm-hmm. We all know who the leader here is. But War Machine knocked him out pretty easy. So, in Guardians of the Galaxy, he reaches his hand in, right? And he grabs that orb.
And you didn't know then that he was part God, so it doesn't mean anything to you that he doesn't get burned. But they finally show you that it takes off the skin on her android arm, and now you know. Rhodey
loved that, too, when he saw it.
It was fun to replay some of these bits from other movies that had significance that you didn't understand.
Yeah, when Cap saying Hail Hydra and avoiding an elevator fight.
Oh, that was fun because that was from a totally different movie too, wasn't it?
They combined Avengers with
Winter Soldier.
That was sweet. And then Tony gets trucked.
And the elevator and Frank Grillo.
Now, and then Ant-Man was a part. What do you think about the Ant-Man theory that we just heard about on Graham Norton? Where they call it the Thanos. Where Ant-Man sneaks into Thanos' butt. And it explodes in a giant man.
I'm on Paul Rudd's side. He could have gone in through an ear or a nostril. You'd never notice if something went in your ear.
Could he have done... He could have done that.
He definitely could have done that.
He could have just gone right in there.
He could have.
But what if Thanos hit him? He'd be dead.
How would he know?
Yeah, you're right. He could make Thanos' head explode.
I mean, Hank Pym and his wife, Janet Van Dyne, went into a nuclear bomb and...
Oh, yeah. Go into Thanos' head and just...
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be amazing?
It would be.
That'd be so sweet.
I don't know the person who figured that out, but...
Yeah.
It's pretty genius.
Is it lucky that Natasha and Colin Farrell from Daredevil? Imagine his character in that. So, her and Hawkeye go into the realm... Vormir. I kept thinking Boromir. They go into Sean Penn. They go into Sean Penn. Oh, Sean Bean. Oh, jeez Louise.
He would have died for sure.
Yeah. And just give Sean Bean away. But because you had to trade something you loved, right? Or was it a soul for a soul?
There's two explanations. There's a soul for a soul, but the soul must be the thing you love the most. And there's so much debate on whether or not Natasha and Hawkeye had that enough love for each other. But I guess it's plausible that he loved her the most of what was left on the world.
She had a necklace with an arrow on it.
Yeah.
No one's talked about that.
Very significant. I saw it in one of the trivia things.
Oh, did you? I mean, that's cool.
I know. I felt pretty proud when I saw it. I leaned over and said, there's an arrow on her necklace.
But they were like best buds because she was somewhere and then he saved her. Like he caught her And then he turned her life around.
What do they talk about all the time? Budapest?
Yeah, they keep talking about Budapest. So I asked Adam Hodgins what the Black Widow movie is going to be about, and he said Budapest.
Oh.
David Harbour and Rachel Weisz are going to be in that movie.
Yeah, I've seen some theories about it because how the heck are they going to deal with that? And a lot of the theories are it has to go into the past, but it also might be some sort of quest of the guys looking for a way to free her soul.
Jeez Louise.
A combination of the two.
Hey, that'd be great.
You know the movie I want to see? I want to see the future-looking buddy cop movie of Sam as the new Cap and Bucky.
That'd be great.
Because... you know what? Bucky can be a fun guy now.
Yeah, he can relax.
And Sam can be the new Cap, and they could have a good time, and Shane Black would come back.
Oh man, remember how much fun they had in Civil War when Spider-Man was getting them? They're like, I hate you. And they were sitting in the back of the car, looking happy.
Bucky can laugh.
Yeah. And Sam, I think, is perfect as Cap. I thought that Sam was going to be handed a bottle of the serum. Cap was just going to stab him in the leg and be like, surprise! Right? Because Sam, he doesn't have powers. He has a sweet suit, and he does murder a giant.
I mean, he could run fast.
Yeah, well, as a human,
and he works out a lot.
Yeah, so I mean, as a human, he's super, but he can't get hit by
He's above
Thanos.
average as a human.
He can't get hit by Thanos.
Well, that's not a problem. Thanos is dead.
Yeah, you're right. We can't Galactus.
Yeah, I think that
if Ronan hit him with the hammer,
figure that one out. I did read a little bit about the comic history.
Yeah,
and they said that Sam took over for Cap in an alternate reality where Cap was drained of the serum for a little while, and he handed it over to Sam. So Sam must be stronger if he was able to hand it over to Sam. He must be stronger than a normal person.
I think it's a perfect thing, though. I mean, they established him. So Anthony Mackie's character is just a good guy.
Mm-hmm. He is. He wants to help
pure
and do
soul,
the right thing.
And even in Winter Soldier, he's just a nice guy working out with a VA.
Mm-hmm.
He's just a good dude. He tries to lay a game down on, he tries to hit on Scarlett Johansson. I don't know if you remember that scene. He's like, hey.
Yeah, that's my one problem. So we've mentioned, this is switching topics completely.
Go.
But we've mentioned women in the MCU. I don't think there was a problem with how women were treated in this movie because I think it was about the original Avengers.
Yeah.
I really do. But I think there's been a little bit of a problem with women in the MCU, and most of the time they're just not given a full story. They're treated as a love interest. I mean, Natalie Portman has been done a disservice in this
She's an
movie.
Oscar winner.
I know. They barely even showed her face in this movie.
Yeah.
But again, it's not about this movie. It's about the total MCU. And I think maybe, hopefully, they're starting to figure this out. But Rachel McAdams even recently was treated
She's like Doctor Strange. Yeah.
She's so good. And she was just...
that could have been anybody.
Yeah, Benedict Cumberbatch is just being rude to her. It's not acceptable.
You don't bring Rachel McAdams for that.
I know. I mean, but now we do have Shuri and Okoye and all of those great characters from Black Panther, but I think they still need to work on it because they just don't, or what they did to Susan Carter.
Oh, yeah.
Agent,
13.
Agent
47. No, that's Hitman 47.
52?
That's Rupert Evans.
I don't know.
Rupert Graves.
Agent something or other.
That's
Susan
Timothy
Carter.
Oliphant.
But I hate the way she's treated. She's such a competent fighter.
When she kicks that chair away?
Yeah.
In Civil War?
But even when she
Winter
defends
Soldier?
him, she's his neighbor and she's there. She was chosen to protect Captain America.
Yeah.
Think about that.
Yeah.
And then they're just in the next movie, oh, she's the love interest. He smooches her after her aunt's funeral. It's horrible. Why?
All right, so what did you think about Tony calling Rocket a Build-A-Bear?
That's hilarious. That was the first moment where it had been really depressing for about 20 minutes that you just laughed out loud because it was sort of unexpected.
And also what we haven't talked about is when Nebula tells everybody where Thanos is in the beginning, and the whole gang shows up and just destroys Thanos and then chops his head off.
That's fantastic.
He just decapitates him.
Yeah, Thor went for the head.
But he didn't really have anything left, though.
I think that was a fan service because everyone wanted Thor to go for the head, and he just does, and it's so easy. But at that point, Thanos, he feels like his mission is done, so he doesn't fight.
Yeah, he just kind of lets him do it. Mm-hmm. He still would have put up a pretty good brawl, but he didn't have any weapons.
He had some fruits.
He had some fruits? He just throws it at him?
And a nice little A-frame cottage.
Yeah, so he destroyed the stones, and then they find him 2 days later because of Nebula. I felt bad for Nebula.
I mean, I always have too, but I really like Karen Gillan, so I didn't like the idea of her as a bad guy.
Also, how great is Robert Downey Jr. with children.
Yeah, he's really good. With the little girl, he's good. With the boy in Iron Man 3 with Tom Holland.
Who pops up for a little bit in this movie, and everyone's like, who's that kid?
At the funeral.
That's good that he bonded with that kid. But I love that when his daughter said that I love you 3,000 times. And he goes up to Pepper Potts. He's like, she only loves you like 700 times. I love that scene. And then she tells him, like, hey, go, do it. Because he couldn't relax, could he? He couldn't have sat on that.
No, and she knew that, too.
Yeah.
She said, and at the end, that's why it's so sad. She said, now you can rest.
Oh, man. And she has her Iron Man suit.
That's killer.
When they went back to back.
She's called Rescue in the comics.
Well, that's cool. When they went back to back, though, that made me so happy.
I know, it was very Kylo and Rey.
Oh, hey. That was fun, right? Just watching those two together. And then she had to push Spider-Man out of the way. Spider-Man's hugging on him.
I know, but he's an emotional kid, and he's just so nice.
Well, he's like a father figure. Because Happy wants nothing to do with him. Maybe Happy likes him. And then I like that they brought back Favreau, who directed Iron Man, to have the scene with the daughter.
Oh, cheeseburgers.
Talking about cheeseburgers. They should have Jeff Bridges sitting there just not getting a cheeseburger.
Whatever happened to him?
He died.
Oh.
He got crunched.
Well.
He had a jawline in that movie. He had a jawline in that movie.
He was scary in that movie.
Yeah, he was
I know we talked about this, but he's formidable. I was legit concerned for Gwyneth Paltrow.
So at the end, during that final battle, what were what were your favorite moments of this movie? So were they the big moments? Were they the little moments? Richard Roper wrote an article just basically saying 22 tiny moments that made a great film. Did you like the massive moments, or did you like the tiny moments? Did you like both?
I think probably the tiny moments, because there were so many. Even in the big things, there were little things sprinkled in for you to notice.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know why, but I love the taco moment.
It's good. It's a good bit.
I love good bits. And I like that scene is in that movie. I like that Korg's an enabler. I like that little bug guy was eating pizza.
Oh, Meep. He's alive.
He was just eating pizza. They survived the snap. A lot of people. So that's pretty wild that all of Hawkeye's family perished, but then Meep, Korg, and Valkyrie lived.
Listen, the Snap,
you can't kill Korg.
Snap doesn't have any rules.
Yeah, you're right. Poor Meep.
Snap's gonna snap.
I love that. They're just happy. Korg is a Thor enabler.
Oh, I did like that moment where he was yelling at the kid over the online video gaming system.
I was going to say, I'm going to rip your legs off and like beat you to death with them.
Something like that.
He's like, well, don't cry. And they kept him chubby the whole time, didn't they?
They did. I was surprised that they committed to that.
And then he met his mom, Renee Russo. So everyone hated when she died. This was a nice moment with her in there.
Oh, that's something that I really loved about this movie. Maybe more the themes. I loved that all the people that we really loved, or most people, who had died in the past movies, we got moments with them again. Yeah.
Because, I don't know, she was kind of wiped out on... And I love the bit, right? When he's talking about the Dark Elves. Ooh.
Oh, the Dark Elves.
So there's a scene in the movie... Well, you've seen it if you're listening to this, but I love when he's telling the story about the Dark Elves, and all the Avengers have heard it before, but Scott Lang is just...
Oh, he's in rapture.
Ant-Man
he's just leaning forward.
This is amazing. And then who makes fun of him? They're like, oh, you're like the rookie. Hulk. Doesn't Hulk tussle his hair?
Or Rocket, maybe.
Someone tussles his hair and just says he's like the new guy. I love that. And then he gets turned into a child, and then a baby, and then an old guy, and somehow he pees himself.
Gross.
That's fun.
Yeah, I liked the whole Scott coming back. That was a lot of fun. Driving that van, showing up at the house.
And then the van gets shot out onto the battlefield.
I also liked all the heartbreaking moments, too. I mean, I was legit concerned for Cassie when he's looking for her name on the memorials. Yeah. And then he shows up at her house and she gives him a hug. I think maybe the emotional beats I really liked, because I've never felt that about these movies before. Yeah. There were sort of stakes for a while, and then there were some permanent stakes here, so...
And you know me, I don't cry much. Like, I think last time was Take Shelter, where I kind of welled up a little bit, because it's an amazing movie. But this one, when Tony passed...
It was so sad. It really was, because you're saying goodbye to someone who we've had for so long. He's our favorite in the MCU. He's just so good at that character. And it's not going to be the same without him. I honestly, though, don't know what they're going to do without his genius. I mean, he figured out time travel. Yeah. Come on.
Well, they got Shuri. But is she going to move away from Wakanda? Because
Probably not. Her whole lab is there.
Yeah. She got a sweet spot.
I mean, she's got it made.
Yeah. In the shade.
She can still travel, obviously.
Yeah, with titanium jet or whatever they have there in Wakanda.
But I really did like all the emotional beats because it felt, I guess we earned them after so long.
I guess, and also to, that show You're the Worst just ended and Crazy Ex-Girlfriend. And we love those shows, but it felt like it was time. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. So when they ended, it felt right. So normally there are some shows where you're bummed out, but you're like, I get it. This ended. I'm going to miss it. But do you think it was time for Tony Stark? Because he's had his arc.
No way.
No, he had his arc.
He did.
He can only be a dad figure in so many movies.
But he's so refreshing to watch as an actor that he can make things entertaining.
Yeah.
So, yeah, he had his arc in his own movies. And I especially love him in the third one where he has his breakdown after everything that happened in all the Avengers movies.
Yeah.
That feels so real in such a superhero world. And his emotions are very human. But then this, it's just so sad. Because I think you could keep going with him.
Yeah, I guess he's that layered, but he did his time.
Some people still think he's going to come back for other things.
I hope not. That'd be like a magician's.
Well, not like maybe his past stuff.
Well, that'd be good.
Cameos and things.
Maybe in Black Widow.
He'll be the new Howard Stark.
Hey.
He'll come back for past.
That could be fun. But I don't know. I don't know. And what do you think of, well, I guess we already touched on Cap. We touched a lot on that. Then we got Iron Man. Hawkeye. What do you think about Hawkeye's journey?
Like I mentioned before, I don't know. How is he going to deal with all that murder?
Yeah, you're right.
Will they come after him?
I think they just gave it up.
Are they going to be afraid of him?
Well, there's more criminals. The criminals who came back are probably going to love him.
I mean, I had a bit of a tear in my eye when they undid the snap and they're standing there and Clint's phone starts to ring and it's his wife and you're just like, it worked.
This guy finally had some happiness.
But it worked. Like the implications of what that means for everybody else in the world. It worked. Everybody's back.
I don't even want to talk about how everyone's going to start paying rent or getting their credit cards back up or bank accounts.
Well, I think that just creates the potential for lots of new jobs.
Yeah. I want to see this movie.
No, that would be a Netflix series that they'll cancel after 3 series.
Yeah, would you have liked... All right, so we know...
Let's talk about the Daredevil problem.
Yeah, no Daredevil.
What is that about?
That's stupid.
It's awful. He's the best. He's the only one who dealt with the ramifications of any Avengers movie.
I don't know. Do they just not like the Netflix?
I don't know. I mean, I was a bit surprised they even brought Jarvis into this.
Yeah. Which,
it made me a little happy, but that was, an ABC show, so...
I feel like the S.H.I.E.L.D. people probably could have got brought in.
Oh, yeah, where was Coulson?
They've been doing their time. I guess Sam Jackson didn't pop up until the end.
Oh, that's true. Well, he got unsnapped at the end, so we didn't see him in the battle.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Well, yeah, but he could have come back for the battle.
But where was Coulson?
He could have come back in his Suburban, that SUV from Civil War, just blasting people away.
That tank.
Yeah. But, I mean, I guess there's so many what-ifs with so many characters. But at the end of the day, I mean, this movie's currently at, 96% of Rotten Tomatoes. I think it earned it.
I mean, we've felt this way for a while, though. Why couldn't Daredevil? He's so good. And especially that last season.
Just for the amount of screen time they gave everybody, they could have popped in those Marvel people.
He feels like he could fit. The thing about him, though, is he's not some random aside. He feels like he could fit in their world.
Yeah. I mean, they popped in M'Baku.
Like, why couldn't they have passed him on the street in New York?
Yeah. He pops in through one of Doctor Strange's bubbles.
Oh my gosh.
How great would that be?
That would be awesome.
Yeah, I don't know. Are we done with him? Are we done with Charlie Cox's Daredevil?
Yeah, we are.
That makes me sad.
I know.
Aside from Iron Man and Natasha, the thing that bums me out the most is Daredevil.
Well, it's a Netflix property. I don't see it moving into Disney+.
I hope so. They're selling all the props, so that's never a good thing.
Yeah. Oh, you guys are emptying out the building, even the shelves?
So, final thoughts about this movie? Anything else you want to cover?
I can't wait till Spider-Man Far From Home, because I need a happy movie.
We need some Gyllenhaal.
This was just too sad. Oh, I think Jake will be really fun.
Yeah.
I like what he's done in the trailers.
I mean, it looks fun, right?
I need the next Spider-Man multiverse, because that was so good.
Chris Pine. I need more Chris Pine songs.
Yeah. Spidey bells.
Christmas songs. I need more Jake Johnson Spider-Man. But that's not MCU. So where this is moving next is what we have: Spider-Man Far From Home, Doctor Strange 2, Black Panther 2,
Ant-Man 3.
Ant-Man 3. Well, that hasn't been called... But it made 600 and something million. It's going to come back, right?
It
better come back. Yeah, we need more Sonny Birch. We need more Luis. And then we have all the Disney Plus shit. There's a lot of Marvel to come.
Oh, yeah, there's what? A Loki show?
Yeah.
There's...
Scarlet Vision.
I saw some other crazy sounding show, too.
Yeah, there's a lot coming.
Oh, I think they... Did somebody say they were doing one about the Infinity Stones?
Oh, the Eternals is coming out.
Yeah.
With Angelina Jolie. And then there's...
Oh, who committed to... Didn't... What's his name from Game of Thrones commit to a Marvel show? Or is that something else?
I have no idea.
I don't know.
What's his name from Who's It's What?
Ian Glenn.
Ian Glenn. Oh, no, he's old Batman.
Oh, that's right.
There's so many shows.
Oh my gosh.
But no, I think this did the chapter well. There's so many things set up. It's hard to feel bad about it because there's going to be 18 other movies coming out soon.
We're definitely going to watch it again.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't mind going to the theaters.
No, it actually didn't seem... It felt long, but it didn't seem like 3 hours long.
I never went to the bathroom.
Overshare.
Well, that was a bit... So Collider posted an article, and they said, this is when you should go to the bathroom during Avengers. That people are writing articles about when you should go to the bathroom.
That's so awkward.
People are writing articles. No one did that during the Lord of the Rings movies.
Yeah.
Well, I guess the internet wasn't as big in 2001 through 2003.
True. Yeah, people didn't share all of their feelings on the internet then.
But that was an article, Meg. A big article. This is when you should go, non-spoilers. So at the hour mark. But you never know when the trailer starts.
Oh, that's true. So do you have to start timing it on your watch? And then that's kind
after
of
the trailers.
weird because you might make it glow in the theater and just...
Yeah, it could be bad. The guy next to me was holding 2 cell phones the whole time. And then I stared at him like with a hard stare from Paddington. He put the 2 phones under his lap. I'm like, what are they doing under there? Why are you putting them there?
Aw, you shamed him into hiding his phone somewhere awkward.
Why hold 2 cell phones during a movie?
Reasons.
Different Facebook accounts?
Sources.
Alright, so final thoughts about this movie before we get out of here.
Ouch. It was...
Well, I thought that was your final thought.
Yeah, well, that's fair.
What's your final thought?
I'm gonna watch it again.
Yeah, it's good. I'm happy. It made me happy. I left the theater happy. I think that most people did. You could probably nitpick, but...
Oh, for sure.
There's no way to make this movie right, though.
Mm-mm.
Right? There's no way.
Yeah, the thing is, there's so many things you can debate, and there are things that will feel satisfying to some people, and there are decisions they made that are satisfying, even if some other ones might be just as good.
Yeah.
So what's right?
I mean, so I think they nailed the landing for what they had. There's no way to nail it. Because the way we feel is the way you feel is completely different than other Captain America lovers. Mm-hmm. So no one's going to have the same thing. But I think, man, bring back Tony. Just redo it. Just snap it again.
I know.
Just bring back Brolin again.
Put him in, put the glove on somebody else.
I want a Sonny Birch Thanos crossover.
Sonny Birch? What would that look like?
Just cruising around.
Would Thanos get some driving loafers?
Yeah. They just cruise the countryside. And they start a mob bot. Like, he becomes the kingpin.
Are they going to start a restaurant?
Thanos just basically says to all the Avengers, listen, I'm not trying to destroy the world. Just give me New Jersey.
Oh my gosh. Thanos opens a farm-to-table restaurant in Eden with all that fruit stuff.
Oh my gosh. And Sonny Birch runs it.
Mark, write it up. Make it happen.
Script's done. All right, so this was fun. So, any last things before we go?
Scarlet Witch could have killed Thanos.
That's nuts. Let's see. I want a peanut butter sandwich. So for me, Mark Hoffmeyer, and for Megan Hoffmeyer, this is Movies, Films, and Flakes. We'll see you next week.